Now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking a budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also, check our Facebook page, facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. Also, download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Anchor FM. Also, subscribe and watch the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. That's the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube. Get everyone to subscribe. And also, take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. We're here with a wonderful gentleman, Chicago-born, Rockford-raised, singer, dancer. He was one of the semi-finalists on America's Got Talent. He's also one of the top 100 singers in Britain. He's a regular at the Viper Club, Whiskey and Sayers Club. He's got a brand new single up we're going to talk about, and he's also toured Asia in 2013. He's also CEO and choreographer of a wonderful company, and this guy is an up-and-coming, and he is going to set the world on fire with his medicine, but mainly your medicine. A lot of projects coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, live from beautiful Chicago, Illinois, Rockford raised, the man formerly known as Prince. Here he is, Alonzo. Alonzo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
How are you, brother? That introduction, oh my goodness.
Well, we didn't
Amazing.
Thank you. We didn't want to start any controversy about the artist formerly known as Prince, but you were Prince Alonzo, and you just changed it to Alonzo. And before we get to all about how you got started, what was the changing of from Prince Alonzo to simply Alonzo?
Well, before that controversy, let me just make clear that I claim Rockford, Illinois, not Chicago. Even though I was born in Chicago, I moved to Rockford really young, and the city of Rockford would literally kill me if they heard me saying publicly, repping Chicago. So, Rockford, I love you. You know I'm going to always make clear that that's where I come from and those are the people I rep. But yeah, initially my stage name was Prince Alonzo. And, if you Google Prince Alonzo, there's so many things that could come up because I accomplished so much, with that name. And literally just this year and recording my own music and getting ready for this huge release, I was talking to some A&R at a record label, and it came up like, I think you should change your name. And initially I was like, absolutely not. I'm not trying to be Prince. I don't call myself Prince. My name is Prince Alonzo. Mm-hmm. And the guy was just like, do you want to be in someone else's shadow for the rest of your career? Or would you like to have a plain white canvas? And when I really thought about it for my whole career, people always reference Prince, compare me to Prince. Prince comes up. And I mean, not to mention that I just finished performing on the first ever Prince tour.
Wow.
With the Prince Estate. So, I kind of just took that note and I was like, you know what? If people are going to bring up Prince, I wanted them to do that naturally, but I don't want it to be because of my name.
It's amazing you toured for Prince. I was just going through your notes and everything. There was no mention of it. And what was it like touring with Prince's estate, and were there still some of the original members from the band, or was it like an offshoot of the originals as well when you toured like in a Prince tribute?
Yeah, so the reason why it's not really updated in my biographies and stuff, because it was really recent. It was just this past May.
Okay.
And so it's one of my more recent accomplishments. But the name of the tour is called For You, Prince with Symphony.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically, it's the first tour ever to be approved by Prince's estate and in business with Prince's estate to go on tour and perform his music. And initially, this tour was on the road with just a 27-piece orchestra because the estate would not allow a singer to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was the first singer, to ever go on this tour and be a part of it and be allowed to sing his music with the approval of his estate.
That is amazing. And how'd you come in touch with the Prince estate?
You know what? I was performing at the Whiskey A Go-Go right off of Sunset in West Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't his estate directly. There was the president of this entertainment company called TCG, I want to say. TCG, Steve Cook at TCG, the president. He partnered with the estate, and he was at that show that night, and he was like, we have a really big tour that we're planning, and I would love for you to be a part of it. And we spoke back in like November of 2018, and he reached back out to me to audition, I believe, in like March of 2019. So it was a way long ways from our first conversation, and yeah.
That is amazing, too. And, of course, that's something to die for as well, too, being part of the revolution. You have to say that. So, and of course, the forecast is purple rain, so we have to say that, too. So,
well, I can't say that I'm part of the revolution. I don't want to, disrespect the estate, but it was an honor to be a part of something of that magnitude, for sure.
That is amazing, too. And have you asked if you can come back to perform in the future for Prince's estate?
So, for you, the tour is actually an ongoing tour, so they have dates pop up every now and then. Last I heard, there might be some dates in South America, but we'll see if they call me back to sing.
Okay.
My contract isn't permanent, so we'll see if they bring me back.
Okay. Oh, that'd be great, too. Looking forward to seeing with the Prince estate as for you as well, too. We'll talk about some of your other accomplishments, but first, you're listening to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can also download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, and YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on YouTube and encourage everyone to do so. Also, download The Mike Wagner Show and take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. We're here with Alonzo, the Rockford resident, singer, dancer, and who is formerly known as Prince Alonzo, talking about being on tour as well, too, at Prince. And we jump from Prince over to being a semi-finalist on America's Got Talent. He was also a top 100 singer in Britain as well, too, and he's also got a new single. And first of all, just tell us how you got to America's Got Talent.
Yeah, so America's Got Talent was, I'd say, my first huge accomplishment. I had started a hip-hop dance crew in Rockford, Illinois when I was in my sophomore year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, it just took off. We went on BET's 106 in Park, and we won on that show. And I guess one of the casting producers from America's Got Talent seen us performing on BET.
Mm-hmm.
And so they reached out, and we went to the first audition. And from that first audition, oh my gosh, next thing I know, we were on America's Got Talent and competing in the semifinals.
That is amazing, too. And who are some of the contestants you went up against, notably who went on to bigger and better things like signed a contract or had a hit record on the radio or online or anything on social media? So who did you go up against and, like say, went past or fell short with?
Yeah, I'd say one of the most successful people from the show was, it's so crazy to even think about this, but there was a group, because we were on season 6, that was 2011.
Mm-hmm.
There was a group, a band on the show by the name of Pop Life, bunch of little kids. And the lead singer of that band happened to be Kehlani. And Kehlani now is super successful. She ended up going on to do some amazing things as a solo artist. And so if anybody knows Kehlani, I was on the same season of America's Got Talent when she was just a little girl.
Oh, that is amazing. And, of course, I'm sure people reach out as well, too. So, we'll look up that. And you later went on to be one of the top 100 singers in the UK. And just tell us all about that accomplishment.
Yeah, so what happened was I had moved to Los Angeles about a few years after America's Got Talent. I had done some touring in Asia and saved up some money, and then I moved to LA. And when I moved to LA, I was just like, I want to do something crazy. And anyone that knows me, I've never been afraid to take a leap of faith. Mm-hmm. And so I flew over to London to audition for the UK's X Factor. Mm-hmm. And I ended up getting invited back a few more times to audition as I was progressing forward. And I made it to boot camp. And boot camp on X Factor was the top 100 singers out of the whole entire Europe. And I did not make it past boot camp, but just to make it that far was a super big accomplishment for me.
That is amazing. What did the judges have to say at that time for you?
You know what? The feedback was really mixed reviews, which was really funny because Simon actually liked me and he really encouraged me. Sharon Osbourne, she was probably, she had the harshest things to say, and it wasn't really harsh. She was just like, as a manager in the industry, I don't know what I would do with you. But Nicole Scherzinger, she absolutely loved me. And I think there's some news articles on the internet about the things that she said. She just really thought that I was special. And I think we had a special connection because she was also the only judge on the show from America. So she kind of understood. She was just like, I know, how it can be for an American to be coming all the way over to the UK to continue chasing their dream. And we just really connected.
That is amazing, too. And as they say in the song by Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But, of course, with Sharon giving some harsh criticism, I could hear Ozzy saying, Sharon, get that burrito. Might have had one too many burritos from Ozzy Osbourne when she said that. So, I mean, I'll tell you one thing, getting such high praise from Simon Cowell was actually an accomplishment. I mean, I have to say this. Yeah. It's like, although I've been in business for a while, I'd probably be shaking my boots under Simon, I'll tell you that. But it's just amazing being up there as well, too. And we'll talk about your new single coming up and a little bit of history. A little bit of influence, but first listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking on budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also, check our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. Also, download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also on Anchor FM, and subscribe to the Mike Wagner YouTube channel and watch the video. And also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. We're here with Rockford resident Alonzo, who is formerly known as Prince Alonzo, went on the For You tour, being the first of its kind in the Prince estate. He's also a singer, dancer. He was a semi-finalist on America's Got Talent in 2011. Also was part of the top 100 in Britain. He's also regular with the Viper, Whiskey a Go-Go in Los Angeles, Sayers Club, and he's got a new single out called Your Medicine. But first of all, just wanted to get a little bit of history. I'm not sure if we've, got into it. So, you talk about you grew up, singing, dancing, and everything. And what was that one moment that got you into singing once or for all from dancing?
I always had a a gift to sing, and I always wanted to sing. Dance was just one of the first things that really connected with me. I tell people this story all the time. I was a really, really angry, depressed child. And it wasn't until like I want to say my 7th grade year in middle school that I danced. I did an impersonation of Michael Jackson, and I danced in a talent show, and I won that talent show. And it was like my first time in my life where I had felt, appreciated, and I felt this applause, and I just felt like I actually belonged that day. And so dance kind of like catapulted me because it started to bring happiness into my life. And I always could sing, but as I went on, dance is what was making me successful. We ended up having the BET and then America's Got Talent, and all of these opportunities were coming. And I just remember being on America's Got Talent and speaking about, how you should follow your dreams. And I was talking to, we would go around to the schools and talk to youth. And one of the quotes that I have them repeat is, if you can dream it, you need to believe it so that you can achieve it. And I thought to myself one day, you're telling all these kids to follow their dreams, but you're not really following your true dream.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was just, a dance choreographer, and the whole time I wanted to be a singer. So literally a year after America's Got Talent, I started pursuing music full time.
That is amazing, too. And, of course, you've been a CEO and choreographer of Fatally Unique. And what are some of the shows you performed with your dance troupe?
Oh, man, we did so many shows. I mean, parades and talent shows, and we even auditioned. This was about 6 months after America's Got Talent. We made America's Best Dance Crew.
Oh, wow.
And literally, the only reason why we could not do America's Best Dance Crew was because we were still within the year of our contract after America's Got Talent. But that would have been our next big accomplishment under our belt. And yeah, we had done so much. We really won every talent show we entered, and we were really well known for tearing up the dance floor.
That's amazing, too. And where else have you performed besides the Rockford, Chicago area, and some parts of the United States? Where else have you performed?
Well, I'm most proud of my Asia tours. Right after America's Got Talent, I was on I was on Craigslist, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 3:00 in the morning, and they have a talent section like for gigs. And I was just strolling Craigslist. I don't necessarily recommend Craigslist now for gigs because times have changed.
Oh,
but,
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah. But back in the day, Craigslist used to be a cool place to find gigs. And literally, I was scrolling one night. I'm just like, I want to leave here. I want to chase my dream. And literally, I seen an ad that said China tour seeking dancers and singers.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sent them my stuff. And within a month, I was on my first tour in China. And after that first tour, I went on to headline 3 more sold-out tours in China, all over of China.
Wow, that is something. And that's all from Craigslist. And thank God they didn't ask you for money.
Yep, they paid me.
I think that's a better way to go. It's like, don't pay Craigslist or anybody. Have Craigslist or somebody pay you. But that is just amazing story, and it's just so inspired by it. And, of course, you have these accomplishments and everything. And who'd you say growing up is your favorite artist or dancer, singer, or actor on, while you're growing up, or even like on a TV show?
I have so many inspirations. It kind of just depends on what parts of me they inspire. But I definitely say, as far as like my musical inspirations, I'm inspired by all of the divas of the past, like big voice women like Tina Turner and Patti LaBelle and Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. All of those just big, powerful divas. They really, really inspired me and have impacted my music for sure.
That is amazing, too. And, of course, this all led to your single, Your Medicine. And let's you can tell us all about it.
Yeah, so Your Medicine is my debut single. We literally just released it. It'll be 2 weeks.
Wow.
We released it on July 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And within an hour after it came out, it had already charted in the top 100 on the iTunes rock chart.
Oh, that is amazing. And maybe you can just sing a little bit of it just to give everybody an idea what you sound like.
Ain't nobody in the city that can do it like me. Don't pretend like you don't want it, 'cause I got what you need. It's one of those songs where it's literally a play on words, but what we're telling the industry is that I am the medicine of the industry. I'm what's missing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but really, really cool song. It's more of a pop, rock, urban vibe. And there's going to be a lot of different type of music on my upcoming EP. But that song, I'm super proud of because I got to dance in that music video, too.
That is amazing. And you're talking about your EP as well, too. And let's hear more about it.
So my EP, it's going to be, I'd say about 5 to 6 songs. I haven't decided which songs I'm going to go with yet because I've recorded a lot of songs. And yeah, this will be the debut. I've been able to accomplish a lot over the last 8 years pursuing music seriously, but my China tours and all of these clubs that I'm known in LA, has been me singing covers, other people's music. So this is the first time that I'm finally releasing my own original music.
That is amazing too. And where can people find your music?
Well, Your Medicine is literally available on all streaming platforms. You just search Your Medicine Alonzo. And my main forms of social media that I really engage in is Instagram. Mm-hmm. And my Instagram is @StoryOfAlonzo. And there's always links on there, tour dates, everything can be found. And my website is iamalonzo.com.
That is amazing, too. And what do you consider your favorite projects, your most challenging, and what do you consider your most memorable moment?
Most challenging was definitely this Prince tour that I just finished. I would say that it was challenging because, you got the weight of his estate, there were a lot of rules and I had a lot to learn in a short amount of time. And I really wanted to make sure that I was, doing his music justice because his fans really hold him dear to their heart. And we didn't want it to be a Prince impersonation show, Mm-hmm. I would say every night on stage, this is not an impersonation, this is a celebration. And, yeah, I mean, it was difficult, but I would say that it was also life-changing. I got to perform at Red Rocks. I don't know if you're familiar with venues, but Red Rocks is a benchmark moment for a musician. You really, it's just a few venues like Madison Square Garden. Red Rocks is on that list.
Red Rocks, I've heard about that, and I've been wanting to go there for a concert as well, too. And of course, you have Madison Square Garden you mentioned. There's also the Staples Center, and you also got, Giant Stadium, which is now MetLife. You're adding these corporations, United Center in Chicago, and it's just amazing. You're getting up there as well, too. And just a couple of things before we let you go. You're one of the busiest people out there. Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
My biggest influence? You know what? I gotta say, one of my biggest influences right now is Beyonce. And it's not that she influences my music, because my music is influenced by so many other people. It's like a combination of like 10 different people. Mm-hmm. But she influences me as a person and as an artist in general because of how hard she works. I always find myself asking myself, what would Beyonce do in this moment? Mm-hmm. Like if I'm tired and I'm tempted to not perform because, I'm just really tired, I ask myself, what would Beyonce do? She would get up and do her best to get on that stage and make it happen. Mm-hmm. And so, she's definitely a big influence of mine.
That is amazing as well, too. What's the best advice you can give to anybody right now?
I just posted a video today, and I'll say this is the most fresh on my mind. And it was based on a quote by T.D. Jakes. He said, "You know why you should know who you are? Because when you know who you are not." And so my biggest advice today is just, find out who you are. And by doing that, find out your vision, your purpose, and your goals, and figure out what is that thing that lights a fire inside of you. What is that mark that you want to leave on earth when you are gone? Really try to figure out who you are so that you can know who you are not, and you're not distracted, and people aren't able to try to mold you into or push you into what they want you to be, but you're actually following your heart and figuring out who you are.
That is amazing. T.D. Jakes is one of my favorites, and I think you've nailed it on the head. Just want to say, Alonzo, it's been great having you on. Thank you very much for your time. You've been fantastic. And before we go, tell everybody once again your upcoming projects, your website, how do people contact you, and how can people get a hold of your music?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Mike. This interview has been amazing, and I do not take it for granted. I didn't get many interviews before, so I really appreciate all these opportunities. And my debut single, Your Medicine, is now available on all streaming platforms. You can go on my website, iamalonzo.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at StoryOfAlonzo.
That is amazing. And Alonzo, just want to say once again, thank you for your time. You've been fantastic, and we'll look forward to having you on back in soon. And please do us a favor and keep us updated.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. Also, become a sponsor of the program and or donate today at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Mike Wagner Show.